Good morning and welcome to Join the Dots. Today I'm going to concentrate largely on one interview, and this interview was between Andrew McGuire and Andy Schectman of Miles Franklin. Now, before people say, oh, Andy Schectman, Miles Franklin, no, he's not promoting his own business. And I understand why people think this so many times, because it happens so many times. I really understand that. But my job is to find the truth tellers. My job is to find those that stand out in a world of really misinformation, misdirection, anything to make money, anything to keep political control, anything to keep power. Okay, you have to sift, and I've spent 5 years developing this whole product that I call Join the Dots, because I've had to sift out so many people who are only self-interested, who are only promoting their own message, who are only promoting their own business, their own politics, their own feelings, whatever. Andy Schectman does not fall into that mess. He stands out as someone who understands the incredible history of the monetary markets and has the ability to project it into the future given what is happening. So I really would encourage you to watch this interview. I'm going to link it below. I think it's almost an hour. But again, as I've said so many times, I know I sound boring. I'm not trying to lecture people. I'm just trying to help you. Okay, if I can find an hour-long video that helps you incredibly in your near and mid-future, why would you not watch it? No one's lecturing you. I'm just asking you or saying to you, this is well worth watching. Okay, and this certainly is. It's a very good interview. All right, now it talks mainly about gold, and it talks about the history of gold leading up. The first 15 minutes, I say on my notes here, the first 15 minutes are so important to understand. So take the time, sit in silence, sit on your own, put the video on and listen to those first 15 minutes. They're so important to understand. Gold has to be seriously revalued. It has to be seriously revalued. Okay, it's going to play a major part in the future of the financial system, both East and West, BRICS and West. Okay, gold is going to play an enormous part. We're not sure how much the East, the BRICS, Russia and China have, because they've been building up gold reserves, I think, without people knowing. They've been going around South America, Africa, they've been buying the doré, they've been buying the unrefined gold, such that it doesn't go through the World Gold Council statistics. So no one knows how much they really have. So if America suddenly revalues it to an incredible number, it could be an own goal. So there's uncertainty here as well. But first of all, as I say, Andy says that gold has to be seriously revalued. And then he gives a lot of reasons and logic why this will happen. And remember, he has met Judy Shelton, who's one of the ex-Fed board members, who is projected to become either Treasury Secretary or very high up in the administration, advising on economic matters. So she's got a position to come. And she very much sees gold-backed treasuries. Okay, it's an important point. So we talked through stablecoins as well. Andy and Andrew talked through stablecoins because, again, they're showing the shift. They're showing the fact that a year ago, Jamie Dimon said Bitcoin was a pile of whatever. And now he's completely wedded to stablecoins. Why? Because he's going to make money from them. JP Morgan are going to have their own stable coin. Most banks are going to have their own stable coins. Now, if I'm right, there's a plus and a minus to this. The plus is that the US government gets cheaper funding, because people will have treasuries backing these stable coins, but they won't pay interest. This is why the banks are now interested, because they think they can get away with this. They think they can get away with issuing stable coins backed by treasuries and not pay any interest and collect the treasury interest. That's what they think, and they're probably right. So this is a way of getting free deposits, in effect. Think about it. This is what's coming. So now, of course, Jamie Dimon loves stablecoins, and he's going to issue his own stablecoin, and stablecoins are the most wonderful thing in the world. Money. 4th of July next year is a really important date. Now, most people won't realise that, but think about it. It's the 250th anniversary of the USA. Okay, so Donald Trump has an extraordinary moment to celebrate the 250th anniversary. And the thought of these thought leaders, this group of people, is that they will announce something incredibly huge on that day, i.e. gold-backed treasuries. Right, it's coming. This will give them, as I say, cheap funding at the short end, and even cheap funding at the long end. I'll let you watch the video because I won't be able to explain it all in full. I'll let you watch the video. Please watch it. Yes, it's an hour, but so's your future's a lot longer than that. Okay? And getting it right is much more important than an hour lost. All right? So Andy again comes back to some facts on what's happening. 1st to 3rd of August, 100% of futures stood for delivery. 20,000 contracts. $7 billion. Never happened before. $100 billion worth of gold has flooded into the USA since Trump's election, since November. $100 billion of gold has flooded into the US, but where's it gone? No one knows. It's been stood for delivery, but who? By whom? Who's taken delivery? We don't know. So I think it's an extraordinary good video to watch, and I really would encourage you, because there are so many things in there. I can't describe them in depth in this 10 minutes. Right? The second and third links I'm going to send to you are both from Gregory Mannarino. Now, here's a great opportunity, right? Greg offers a totally free 7-day trial of his service. Now, I'm going to give you these 2 links, because why not try it? Why not take the 7-day free trial, watch these 2 in particular, which are all about the Fed taking almost total control of the economy, and it's about US housing, which will drive the economy, and how tokenization and other ways of corrupting the housing market are all being planned now. They're being planned, they're coming. And I think these 2 pieces are exceptional. So you can have them free because it's a 7-day free trial. Okay? I've never spoken to Greg in my life, so I'm not promoting him out of any self-interest or any financial interest. I'm promoting him out of your interests. Because if you watch these 2 pieces, you'll then see the power and the knowledge and the experience and the foresight of Greg Mannarino. Okay? And then you'll watch him yourself, and it's $3 a month. It's $36 a year. That's all he charges, for goodness sake. This is incredibly high-level economic information, data and insight. $3 a month. Come on, please. How much do you pay your bank or your financial advisor, or how much does he take in fees by churning your portfolio and not giving you stocks, gold stocks? We talked about that yesterday, didn't we? Manico 64. Yeah. 8 out of 10 top performing funds are gold, and no advisor has promoted gold in the last year. They will next year. Okay, so there's a long way to go. Long way to go in that journey. The last video I'm going to link to you is one by John Campbell. Now here is one really incredibly connecting the dots, because John Campbell is a doctor who absolutely massively recommended the vaccines. Then he got injured by them. Then he did the research. Then he found they weren't all they were meant to be. Then he found he hadn't been told the truth. But now he's become quite a social commentator as well. And what he's picked up on, which I find absolutely fascinating in this one video I'd ask you to watch, please, of John Campbell. It's about 11 minutes. The weaponization of groupthink. Now this all comes back to gold, and it all comes back to XRP, and it all comes back to silver. In the end, when you join the dots, these dots are the incredibly paralysing state that some supranational force is bringing to bear on the world at this time. And I've seen it for 3-4 years. I've seen it for 5 years. and I've talked about it, and I've called it corporate fascism. And it is fascism. Okay, and what I loved about John's video is he eventually said that word, fascism, and no one wants to say that word. No one wants to say it. It is not jackboots, it's not singing songs, it's not a silly moustache. Fascism has two major criteria. No other opinion allowed. We saw that so many times in so many things recently, didn't we? Can you imagine that? No other opinion allowed. Total control. Because once you allow no other opinion, you have total control. Please watch that video, and we'll come back to it tomorrow because we'll talk about its implications as we go forwards. All right? Thank you very much. Do enjoy those links. Do sign up for Greg. And also, please do share this video. Please like, subscribe, share it. Let's get the truth out there. Okay? Thank you very much.
Click the links to view the material mentioned in this presentation. Thank you for watching and all your support.